Hey mate, how's it going? Just got a quick video to throw at you regarding something that may be worth looking at automating. It's taking a lot of time now, and we're about to scale it big time, and to do that we need quite a large team of VAs, so this could be one of them things that's worth looking into soon. I'm in a Starbucks, so sorry about the noise. But anyway, basically it's publishing content. So we're going to be publishing hundreds of articles a month going forward and optimizing them. And me and the guys were chatting yesterday, and we came up with maybe something that might work. So here's a page that's published. It's not really like optimized for like making money, but it's optimized for SEO. So. We have a couple of elements. There's a video and there's two images, and the images are optimized for SEO. The content's formatted and I've got a checklist here. So I'm going to show you these are the keywords here. I'll go back to the start. This is an article title, which one of our people write, which has got some keywords and stuff. When you publish the article, as you know, you've got to copy the title and the article description into WordPress. Over here, this is the process we go through. The writers deliver stuff in Dropbox right now as Word files. That's the easiest way for us to do that. We've got checking the keywords. This is all done manually. Adding, copying and pasting this into the SEO plugin, the title description, external links. The writers do that typically. Sometimes we might just have to massage it a little bit. There's featured image set, YouTube video, optimize the images, category selection. A lot of this stuff. Call to action. I don't think we'd ever try to automate that. We might just have a content person always do that. H tags. We can have. This stuff done done by the writer. That's fine. And there's some internal linking, which is a pain in the ass. Mostly interlinking between existing pages, not necessarily the silo structure we had before, but just making sure that we're linking our internal content together. So it's a simplified version. So I've made some notes over here on our process, and I just want to run down there and kind of see what you think. So our process now, a writer delivers our content formatted however we ask them to. They did say they don't want to save it into WordPress, which is kind of annoying because it's not that difficult. For our own writers in the future, we might have them just do that, save it as a draft, or there's a version, a status you can set, which is like to be moderated or something like that. But anyway, writers like writing in Word. They don't like writing in WordPress or something they're not comfortable with. So it is what it is. So we get the content, we push it to WordPress as a draft or to be moderated. Made a spelling error there, but to be moderated. So we have like placeholders for images and videos. So if we look back at our content here, you'll see we can have it. We're always going to have an image there. We can always have an image, like a paragraph or two up from the bottom, or 5 paragraphs down, something like that. We can always have a video somewhere. We can have the writers, when they submit their content, we can have them actually work the link to the video into the content. So let's say they wanted to find a relevant video like up here somewhere, they could just link to the video, so they don't actually embed it. But if the video is there, we could probably automatically embed that video in between those paragraphs, so that they could reference the video in this paragraph and maybe the one after if they wanted to. So now what happens is manually we go to a stock image site and we search for relevant images and keywords. Some of these stock image sites have APIs, Moses was telling me, so there's maybe something we could do there. But what we do is we download the image, we optimize the file name for the keywords, and the keywords are all in here in that sheet there. So it doesn't have to be it just has to pick one of them keywords. Then we upload the image and we edit the alt text, which as you upload in the image, we interlink pages together. We could create a tag here when you like upload a bunch of content, and it just interlinks all those pages together based on the tag. You could look for relevant keywords to just auto link. It doesn't have to be super keyword targeted, but it's something that does confuse everyone, so that each page with this tag, each post with a particular silo tag would get 1 or 2 links going to it from another page in that silo. So that's a mechanical process that is quite confusing to do manually, because you've got to track where your internal links are. And that's something you probably have to do after you published it. Probably wouldn't be able to, or maybe you could. Maybe there's a way you could set the link up. Checking the keyword mentions on the page and then breaking up phrases into single word mentions. So here you would, like, you can do this in Excel or something. You can grab all those, break them out into individual words, and then just combine them all in, remove duplicates in another column. So for example, you know, you don't need to have these mentioned each time, each of these individual ones. You want to hit the main ones in the title as much as you can, but you just want to make sure you mention some of these words. So in this example for a post, might just want to make sure you've got the word good and great in the content as well, so that Google will kind of, they know the post is about website ideas and they see the word good in there a lot, which is probably going to be naturally. But yeah, they can make that that distinction and know that your content's about that. Like here's a good example. We've got reviews and the word best. As you know, we try to get it in our title. Oh no, it's a different article. That's different. It is different content group. Yeah. So I think hopefully that made sense and didn't ramble on too much there. Yeah, then our publisher comes along and would see something as close as possible to this that's probably saved as a draft, and then they can just come in and edit it. So what would be great is doing it in the Thrive Content Builder if possible. I don't know how hard that is, but we would. The ideal thing about that is that as a content publisher, I would come in and I would just come and insert some calls to action, something like that. Just maybe there's an image here and I might just move it up a little bit so that I come in and I just massage the content really quickly and just kind of spot check it down, and then I just publish it and it's done. So that way, rather than have an army of VAs who are kind of not great for publishing content, we can try to have people that actually have a good eye for this, and we can get them to do basically all of the content, but have them do it really efficiently. So that was my something else I thought we could talk about in terms of automating. So feel free to hit me back with any thoughts there. And yeah, that's something we're going to scale right now. So if that's something that we can get, you know, something, you know, like within, we talked about 2-week releases. Like if you think that you could add some value in like a 2-week or 4-week or 6-week period, maybe we could talk about doing something like this. But if it's something that would take months and months and it would put everything else on hold, maybe let me know that too. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.